The LFL world with a win over Chicago. Say it with me, kickoff is next. Into the postseason, this will be a 1st and 10 play and not wasting any time. Connecting with Tamar Fennell.
People aren't even sitting down, and Omaha's down 6-0.
That ball was a little underthrown, but Tamar Fennell.
Play the game, bam, she goes deep.
Jane Caldwell feeling more and more confident in this offense with every rep. This will be an extra point attempt, and look at Caldwell. Never shot.
Your quarterback.
A lot of those injuries occurred to Drake because of lack of protection up front. Tonight, Robinson, Burst, and Black, they have to.
2-yard line. Lindsey Howell in motion and will get the reverse handoff from Drake. A great looking.
Entire defense. Coach Keith Hack said it's his #1 defense of all time.
And there is Morrison on cue, slamming Drake to the 23 of Omaha. This is a quick handoff. Javille Thompson getting the edge. A good looking Fluid, Illinois, but factors a big part of this Chicago offense. In fact, the ball will go back to Thompson, and Thompson getting a 2-point attempt here for Chicago. Caldwell back to pass, a little lofty pass.
Alex Drake, a good read, a cover 2, they're going deep. She came underneath with her eyes, completed the football.
1st and 10 handoff, Marissa Mitchell-Riley. Omaha. Alex Drake remaining in the shotgun. Now buying time in the pocket, rolling right and throwing out of bounds. I'm not struggling to gain any momentum here. Drake from the shotgun, again throwing into the flat and nearly completed.
Make this play, it's 4th down, the ball gets through, you have to catch it. Put your hands out and catch the football.
That looked like
on the offense, you shouldn't have discussions like that during the game. That should be in practice. You should execute during the game.
That is a 1st and 10 nearly.
It's a new offense, a new team. The more she plays, the better she's going to get.
A 2nd and 10, Caldwell back to pass, now dumping it off over the middle and to the Ferrari. Now the 2-point conversion for Chicago. That is Christelle Harris, not able to get to the outside.
Jack, deepest penetration of the offense had all night in Chicago territory.
That handoff to Melissa Schmidt, and 162 pounds. A handoff this time to the veteran Lindsay Noble, and Noble
come through with great plays.
Drake will not have the opportunity as the snap sailed well over her head.
And Omaha going in, they were deep in Chicago territory. Now Chicago has it deep in Omaha territory.
Caldwell with the crossing pattern.
He missed her. Coach Matt Pike probably told Caldwell, look for civilian underneath, wide open. There it is, touchdown Chicago.
There's 28-0 Chicago. And here's the 2-point attempt into the flat to Christelle Harris.
See it week in, week out with Omaha.
A 4th and 9 from the shotgun into the flat again, Shalyn Durham. Durham trying to use that
confidence play by play. She's become a dangerous quarterback, throwing the ball, and we knew she could run, but if she keeps this up on Omaha all night, they do have a solid core. All they need is a couple explosive players to come in and they'll be okay. A good confidence by playing lesser teams. Tonight against a good team like Chicago, their reality check just bounced.
And speaking of bouncing, that ball sails into the crowd.
Compared to Troy Aikman, who went 1-15 his first year with Dallas and then became All-Pro. She's got the skills. I'd like to see her play with some more talent, though.
A 2nd and 10, rolling right, looking to Howell down the field. Well covered. 3rd and 10, all 3 receivers flanked to the right side of Drake. And Drake taking another shot into the end zone for this Omaha offense. Looks to be a motion play to Courtney Jensen. Now Drake keeping it herself. And
Dante Allen frustrated with his quarterback and the offense for no points in the first half.
A good looking Y handoff.
Is down all night long. 3-step drop. Somebody's got to get those hands down.
Get in goal. Ball remains at the 9 of Omaha. Just under 20 seconds remaining in the half. This is Caldwell rolling right and on a 4th and goal. This is Caldwell connecting with Civilian, and Civilian breaking through.
Omaha hard defense. 1, 2, 3 players missed her in sheet zone.
Now the extra point attempt with no time on the clock. That was a poor snap by Brittany Wilson. So as we take a look at the first half stats.
This Omaha offense
Rolling. Will Omaha show some heart in the second half? Say it with me. Kickoff is next. The scheme by Dante Allen not exactly working here. And I'm not sure what this is. A reverse to your quarterback corners in our game. Now a 2nd and 10 for the Omaha offense. That's Melissa Schmidt losing the ball. And barely Marissa Galladay and Toya Jerome. This is Drake back to pass on a 3rd and 12, trying to buy time and throwing a
play by Morrison and another bad play by Drake. She's running right now. Just take the loss, throw it away, do something. Don't come back across your body, across the field. That's going to get good to see Coach Keith Hack is back in action. He is fired up right now.
What do you think his blood pressure's at? That is Jane Caldwell. She's finding a lane into.
Well, is on fire tonight. She already has 4 touchdown passes and an unbelievable run for 4 touchdown passes. Has to be an all-time high.
That is a toss right. Will not get there. Javille Thompson.
Right. They need to get that fire back in them. They need a couple sparks on offense, but get rid of all the people who aren't helping you out.
That is a 1st and 10 run by Alex.
You hate to see this. Watch her leg. It gets caught under the foot of Morrison, and you can see.
We'll see if they're opening up the offense or just handing it off. There's the confidence in Howe. A handoff to Shalyn Durham. Durham will gain 2 yards. There goes your big comeback. A 3rd and 4 for Lindsay Howe. She's going to keep it herself and instantly regretting it.
The last couple of years, not so much, but they have talent here. Lindsay Howe is one of the ones that will be back.
4th and 5 connection. Speaking of Howe,
where Drake was late getting the ball out there, Lindsay Howe threw it quick. It wasn't a great pass, but it was quick, and it got there before Collins could get to the.
This offense is finally moving the ball. This is Howe with a crossing pattern. That one sailed over the head of. That'll officially bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Chicago up 46-0. After that 5-yard loss of 4th and 13. And look at that Chicago defense starters with another game next week versus Denver before that August 20th matchup versus the Atlanta Steam. A 1st and 10, and they're going to call that.
A shovel pass underneath to the Ferrari. She gets hit before I think her arm's going forward. I think that was a fumble.
Finally, great field position for this offense, and another poor snap. That ball is still loose. This is this defense. Boy, is that going to be a joy to watch on August 20th. This is Lindsay Howe looking across the middle. Ruled out of this game the way she was carried off the field, and really no reason for her to return and risk more injury, especially with this kind of.
Drake to get healthy, and maybe next year, because they have the crowd here. The people are behind them.
A 1st down handoff. That is the Ferrari getting into the end zone. And probably the only time we have seen her smile all night.
Loves that, because the team knows their quarterback is behind them.
That is Jane Caldwell. They'll have to get it into the end zone. Throwing and completing.
She's got all kinds of heat. She stays in the pocket, throws the only place Albers can catch it, and almost gets it in for points. That you could ever expect on that play right there, but she couldn't put pressure on it. I did notice that. She could not walk on it.
Howe just chucking it up and intercepted. Allie Alberts, that is
center fielder, just waiting for balls like that.
A 1st and 10 handoff. That'll go to Javille Thompson, and Thompson breaking through on. Javille Thompson remaining in the backfield will get the handoff. A lot of traffic. Not going to get there this time, but we do have a matter of time before she signs on with another roster. This is Jane Caldwell trying to walk it in. That's not going to happen.
Didn't say one word to him about that either.
A 3rd and 11. Caldwell has a receiver. That is Hightower. High stepping it into the.
Don't play. That's not good. You got to keep them playing a little bit.
That's Lindsay Noble just trying to run out the time here and losing the ball, recovering her. Saw her blocking up front. Arguably the best front line player on. They have really got to take advantage of it, because you got to factor the league is weighing their options of not coming back to.